Welcome back, everyone. Let's finish up these two steps, and once we have them complete, we can go ahead and kind of check our work. All right, so we do need to add a little more complication over here on this left-hand hole. There needs to be something that we're going to call a counter bore, a larger hole with a flat bottom, and it needs to be a diameter of 0.9 inches, and it needs to be 0.24 inches deep. So we're kind of getting this repetitive idea here. I'm going to select this surface, right click and say I want to sketch on a plane represented by this surface. And I'm going to just draw a circle. Right now I'm hovering over the outside edge of this circle so that that center snap point is going to show up. If I were to use my circle command and continually try, continually try to just hover over this center area, I'm never going to get that snap. I need to hover over the circle, the 5 snap points show up, and then I have plenty of time to move into the center and say that's where I want my snap. I'm coming out, click a certain spot, and I want my diameter to be 0.95 divided by 2. There we go. Green check to say I'm done with the circle. Exit my sketch. My sketch 4 stayed selected. I want to extrude cut. I kind of like to rotate into 3D to see what I'm doing. I want my depth to be 0.24 inches. Green check. Feature complete. Okay. And there are other ways to build this part, but we're just going through one particular method here. So this last thing that I need to do in terms of geometry is round off this end out here. Of course, I have two options. I could sketch on this surface, and then I could draw that arc and enclose a box out here and cut away with the extrude cut command the outside edges here. But of course, there's also another way, and there is this command up here that I can operate with in 3D on an edge, or actually a surface, but we'll use an edge. And it is a fillet command. We should be familiar with that back in AutoCAD where we filleted lines, but here we can actually apply this fillet command to 3D geometry. So let's do that. Start my command. I want my radius to be half the height of the part, so I want it to be 1 inch. I do want to see a full preview, so I want to make sure this radio button is selected. And I can click on the upper edge here. Notice when I hover directly over the edge, that edge lights up in orange, and I get a preview. I can come down here. In the same command, I can fillet multiple edges. I can also fillet this back edge here in the same command. And of course, my fourth edge is down here. There we are. Click the green check mark, and our geometry is complete. One of the things that we're going to want to do to check the accuracy of our model is to look at how much this part weighs. And so to know how much it weighs, we kind of need to know what it's made out of. And on the PDF drawing, it says that towards the bottom in our title block, we have some information down here. And it says it's a 6061 T6 AL alloy. Well, it's AL is aluminum, so it's an aluminum alloy. So back in SolidWorks, I can define a material up here in my feature tree. It's material not specified. I'm going to right click on that and say I want to edit the material. And I'll get a large dialog box with steel open. I'm going to close steel, move down to aluminum alloys, and I'm going to look for that 6061. And I can see a 6063, and here is a 6061, 6061 T6. So I'm good with that. I'm going to click apply. If you pay attention to the background, you can see that the appearance of this part changes just a little bit. Not much, but a little. SolidWorks is trying to apply something of a look of aluminum to it. Okay, so we are done here at this point, and in the last section we're going to use the Evaluate tab to kind of check our work. Hope this has been helpful, and look forward to working through the rest of this semester.